Hi Taurus, this is going to be your March reading. Sorry I'm a little late. I was moving. I'm in Peru now, living in a temporary place. My internet is terrible right now, but it's actually going to work for your advantage. So if anybody wants a personal reading this month, I'm going to do discounted readings only because I'm only sending audio files. These videos are going to take too long to upload this month, so yeah. Anyways, let's get into the reading this month. I've decided to do it a little bit differently for all of the signs. I'm going to do it purely intuitively, psychically, just because I've found it's actually more insightful that way, and then I'll pull some cards to clarify. So, as I'm going into Taurus energy, what I'm feeling for this transit, for this month, it actually feels very positive. So if you've been going through these holds, these pauses, these moments of frustration about not being able to move forward, I feel like there's a lot of rearrangement still going on for a lot of people. I feel a big wave of energy. It's almost like I'm out of breath right now as I'm speaking. I feel a big wave of energy kind of pushing us forward. So there is a direction. There is a new aha moment. There's a new, it's almost like I feel like inspired. I feel like the old, it's almost like I can't even hold on to it anymore. It's the energy of surrender, letting go and letting kind of God, that saying, it's almost like anything that's no longer meant for you, you've come to this point, and it's taken this entire last year where there's no struggle, there's no fighting to hold on to anything, it's literally this trust, and it feels very good. So if you've been worrying about money, I feel like there's been a lot of messages and lessons for Tauruses, in particular in regards to the tangible things. So if you've been somewhere where you are kind of, this has been your only focus, oh my gosh, I don't have everything I need, why isn't it moving forward? I feel like there's almost like a release. Even in regards to relationships, I feel a release. It's like I'm not going to go against kind of the current anymore. I'm just going to allow people to have their own karma and allow that not to kind of derail me in my quest. And it's almost like this lesson of detachment. So in detachment, when I think of this, I think of, it's not about not caring. It's about having an end goal. And I feel like Tauruses, my goodness, you guys are coming into your power. And I can barely even speak right now. It feels like it's this momentum push behind me. With that said, though, we are in Mercury retrograde. So there is this period again of just reflecting, letting anything be released. I do feel a little bit of up and down energies, and it's merely it's almost like the energy of a earthquake. It's like this rumbling to reorganize, and it can feel a little difficult. It can feel like ups and downs, and I feel like emotionally wise, because I feel like you guys have been going through this spiritual transformation, and yeah. And when I pull that, I cut the card to kind of clarify it. I get the Queen of Pentacles, and this is in regards to our home, our money, children. If some of us have been wanting family, children, all of these things, this security, this feeling that we've kind of been searching for. It's kind of like, I'm just going to allow the people, the work to just come to me. And as you release that, it just falls into place. And I feel like this is going into, I feel like the dust is kind of settling this month, going into April, into May. Feels very like a lot of growth. It feels like it's once this Mercury retrograde is over, we kind of hit the ground running. With this new perspective, though, it's like nothing can touch us, nothing can bother us. Judgment card as I'm saying that, judgment, oh gosh, yes, getting what we deserve, this uprising of, kind of stepping into our power. So if we went through this major death transformation energy, which probably you are going through, I feel like more January, February, halfway into March. After that, I feel like it's just kind of this resurrection where like this phoenix rising from the flames. Not to be dramatic, but I'm even like burning incense. I never usually do. It's like ashes and smoke around me right now. So, Exes returning. I feel exes contacting a lot of you. I know that's typical Mercury retrograde, but I feel like it's even more potent now because I don't know why. It just feels like it's almost like there's like a perspective you can step back from now, whereas in the past maybe you would have kind of gone back to that energy. It feels like now it's like, I know my direction. I know what I want. I kind of have this new lease on life. There's some sort of healing that's taking place. And sometimes that comes up in strange ways. So again, I'm feeling the unevenness and emotions, so the ups and downs. Again, just stay grounded, allow yourself to meditate, yoga, all of this stuff, connection I'm feeling. So as things just kind of come in externally to you, I feel like almost like a tree being very rooted, like nothing can really sway you at this moment. And it came with a lot of learning. So congratulate yourself. I feel like this is actually a time, this Mercury retrograde doesn't feel that difficult to me. It feels like a nice time to kind of reflect about all the stuff we are kind of tying up in a trash bin, bag, whatever, and taking out to the curb. So I feel like there's a lot of options. I've been pulling moving for Tauruses a lot, new jobs coming in, transiting. I want to say relationships feel, if you're not already in one now, it feels like, I want to say, interesting. It's showing me after Pisces season, so it actually doesn't feel very long for a lot of you. It's because of the spiritual transformation, though. Ace of Cups. Yeah, as I split the deck and ask this question, ooh, the Hanged Man says just wait a little longer. This Ace of Cups is worth waiting for. And it's because it was necessary to do this inner spiritual work, this inner knowing, this inner balance to create the life you want. And it's here. It feels like it's either it's here for some of you or you're just on the doorstep. I feel like a lot of you have had a lot of things come in. And I also feel, sorry, this is all over the place, but I feel like some people there's like an in and out. Like there was an exchange, some sort of like, it could be people or job. Like I had a job, then I switched a job. And you thought one was the other, or it was people. So that's a strange message. Okay. What other messages are there for Taurus? I'm being strongly drawn into this home life for a lot of Tauruses. This home is it's like the space where everything else can kind of grow from, and we are securing this. So whether this is the security through money, and the ability to have the security at home, or it's actually a new home, new work, new business idea, something here. I'm seeing like a new thing. It's like a new energy just waiting to kind of grow. And as this grows, I feel there's many things attached to it. One is spirituality. I feel that very strongly, whether it is you practice it knowingly or it's just you this can come about in many ways. Understanding self, that's how I kind of describe it. Understanding self, understanding the world around you, and kind of have this deeper understanding of how it works. This increases. I feel like relationships, especially this year and going forward, because I feel like a lot of people are coming into partnerships with people for the long haul type of energy. It just feels easy, actually. I feel like, this cycle with Uranus and Taurus, what we're ending to is, I want to say lessons, particularly if you are kind of the Taurus, the age ready to kind of have a home life. So say you're like out of high school, well beyond that age. Or, even if later in your life you're looking for this home security, I feel like this is just here. Sorry, I'm repeating myself, but it's just coming through so strongly. And as I cut the deck, I actually like this kind of style of reading. I should do this more often. Four of Wands, this is success. This is partnership. This is the marriage card. This is the long endurance. This is stability within the home. This is the center, though. This is what I feel is the center, and everything else, it's like it almost gives you the freedom to explore other things. Because, Tauruses, in my opinion, a lot of the Tauruses I read for, even myself, there's this need to kind of have your space, right? It's like Ferdinand the Bull. He kind of likes to be alone under the tree and reflect and do his own thing. I'm feeling that energy here. So it's almost like you're coming into this space where with somebody that understands this. There's again, I'm being drawn to talk about this energy of detachment, because it's like going with the flow of a stream and not seeing something and trying to stop and hold on, whether it's a person or something that's, flashy. I feel like a lot of the stuff that we used to want, we just don't care about anymore because we've been through so much this year. It's like new set of priorities, new things that are important. And we're going into, Aries season is almost here, another month. So this is the astrological new year. I want to say set new intentions. This is a very powerful, potent time. Big astrological events. You guys know I'm not an astrologer, but I can feel it, and it interests me, so I try to touch on it sometimes. I might be totally off, but what other messages are there for Taurus? I feel health too, physical well-being is kind of on this nice up curve. So doing more things in nature or actually moving your body, whether it's whatever it is you enjoy, yoga, I like Muay Thai, stuff like that. So do that, as it gets nicer, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, as it's, really take advantage of this. I feel a lot of people getting back in shape, feeling good, because with this movement, you feel like moving more. So if you've been feeling stuck and blocked, chances are you might have gained some weight or felt like you had a few extra pounds you couldn't lose. This is such a strange message. I think I've literally never had a message about weight loss in my YouTube videos, but that's coming through. Feeling good. Feeling alive again, feeling inspired. It's because this healing is taking place. So allow it. Decide that you want kind of the best life. As I cut the deck, the sun. So nice. The sun. The sun is... this is a child on the back of a horse, incredibly free, no strings attached. This is also, this is Leo. This is about being seen. This is about growth and abundance. This is kind of the image I see when I think of the home too, and this permeating stuff. So like once we have this one thing that kind of clicks into place, whether we wanted it or not, it actually gives us this ability to explore more. There's like this expansive energy. So I'm sorry if that sounds very vague. I mean, this is a general reading, but I feel like each person, it does have something to do with pentacles, the earthly things. Very positive energy. Yeah. So the next thing I wanted to talk about was exes coming back from the past, because I do feel that so strongly and it's popping into my head again. It's because you are radiating this energy. There's like this change. There's a change in you. People are going to be able to see it. People are going to comment on it. Feel like happier, more alive. Anyways, I'm repeating myself. But anyways, if people come back from your past, remember it's Mercury retrograde. Remember, don't forget anything. You know, Tauruses are super forgiving. They're kind. They're sweet. Be a bull here. Well, you know, there's a nice way. Yeah, and as I cut the deck again, it's saying we're moving on to better things. So there's no exes coming back from the past right now. This is about new people, or, you know, if you're already in a relationship, it's about moving forward in a positive way. And I want to say something that a lot of you might not want to hear. You're responsible for everything in your life happening, everything around you, every shitty thing, every wonderful thing. You're responsible for it. You've gone through many, many, many hard lessons. And it's not easy to kind of, you know, take this garbage bag out like I was joking about before. But you're going to. Yeah. Because you're deciding to be happy. This is somebody that's decidedly happy. They're proud of themselves. They're proud of what they do, of who they are, of the good person that they are intrinsically. Whatever it is you are. I feel like there's a sense of like standing in your ethics and your knowing and your. It's not easy being you. You followed your truth. I feel like there's a sense of celebration here. I almost want to say allow Mercury retrograde to reflect on like everything you've accomplished. The hard lessons, the things you've walked away from, the people you've walked away from, the failed relationships, the failed work, you know, the unsatisfactory things we've put ourselves through. It's not for nothing though. It's to teach us. It's to help us grow into what we're ultimately we kind of signed up to be. King of Pentacles. Some of you could be connecting with another earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Whoever it is, it's saying they're very honest. But I also feel like it's also because you are at a point where if somebody comes in, you're at the place where you know exactly what you need, what you want. It's all about you again, right? What's best for you is best for everybody in your life. Any last messages for Taurus? It's saying just be patient because new things are coming in. The Hangman again, and the Page of Swords, truth, clarity. I feel like a lot of you kind of already know what this Uranus and Taurus energy brought. You kind of know what you have to reflect about with this Mercury retrograde. Again, I feel this kind of heightened spiritual kind of awareness of self. So congratulate yourself. I have a new deck and I want to pull one from it. These are very long explanations, so I'll only read a little bit of it just because, well, we'll see. We'll see. What's it called? The Earth Warriors. It's such a pretty deck. So let me pull one from this for Taurus, for the collective. What additional messages would be helpful for Taurus to hear for the month of November? What additional messages would be helpful for Taurus to hear? Oh my gosh, these cards are so big, I can't even. Woo. The Puma. Okay, I can find it. Okay. So, this is the Puma. I am Puma. I awaken within you the vigorous energy, fierce power, and ability to act without hesitation when the moment is right. My patience and strategy, my preparation and precision, my fearlessness and decisiveness are now your own. Allow my sacred medicine to fill your soul and bring your courage to your heart. You have come into your power. Beautiful. Don't let fear or hesitation hold you back. Apply yourself fully to the task. Let go of old ways of viewing yourself as incapable, scattered, or wasteful of energy. You have the ability to focus intently, to generate clear intention and to achieve your ambitions through the methodical steps and applied will. You have the internal resources you need for successful completion, even if no one else recognizes your potential and believes in your future success. In due course, they will understand differently. By then, you will already be moving on to your next task. Trust your sense of timing. Have patience. When you know it is the time to leap, do it without hesitation. Ooh, that feels powerful. Okay, let's see. I'll read a little bit more. You guys can, this is the end of the reading. Spiritual guidance. Puma moves through your soul as a guardian and guide. When Puma appears, it's a significant sign that you have come into your power. Puma moves with stealth and silence, observing, being patient as she narrows her focus. She cultivates energy so that the correct amount of inner power for the outer action is there when needed. When she strikes, it's with precision and effectiveness. She doesn't waste energy. She chooses her opportunities. Hesitation is not in her nature. There is no time nor energy for doubt and uncertainty when one is fully engaged in conscious participation in the moment. You may wonder if this sounds much like you. You may consider yourself to be, at least sometimes, more of a doubter than one prone to fearlessness and certainty. Yet the soul medicine of Puma builds within us silently. We may not even realize that our power is there until all of a sudden when it's needed. Then we act with unerring focus and unwavering commitment. We literally didn't know we had it in us until the time came and an attitude of swift, unfailing responsiveness somehow rose up from within us. Puma moves with stealth until the right moment to act is upon her. Then she leaves her cover behind. In unwavering focus she strikes. You are guided by her to keep your motives, plans, and preparations out of public view. Attend to your work. Become ready to be it rather than talk about it. Part of this medicine is strategy, planning, visualizing the end result. This requires simplicity and clarity. Even if the destiny you are seeking to manifest is big and bold, there will still be simple steps to take along the way. Puma is the huntress with singular focus. She goes after what is required in the moment, one step at a time, and thereby attaining her goals. She strikes successfully because she works precisely. Take time to formulate your goals and then go after them one by one with a sense of patience and calculated timing. Take charge of the situation by your willingness to be patient, to bribe your time, to cultivate energy and courage, and to trust your intuition to leap when you know the moment is upon you. Puma might bring us the power we need to step up to a new role, seize control of a failing project, cut off toxic situations in our life, or cease unhelpful negative self-talk in our own mind. She indicates that the changing relationship with power is available to you now. If you have been repelled by negative uses of power by others or even yourself, recognize this and let it go. Forgive. Give yourself the chance to open up to using your power in a safe and wise way. Know that you are smart enough to learn that what didn't honor your soul in the past, to learn from what didn't honor your soul in the past. When you ask for Great Spirit to guide you from within your heart, your movements in the world shall benefit more than only yourself. This right use of power, surrender, and service to the great power of the divine will help you overcome your reluctance to lay claim to your will. You need your You need your will to transform inspiration into action. The world truly needs this from you. Whatever it is that you are dreaming of attaining or desire to do in this world, Puma arrives with this message: you have the power. Whew. The healing process. Find a comfortable place to relax. Say aloud: Puma, spirit of the sun, fire of the earth, you are fierceness and intelligent use of power embodied in sacred feminine form. Your presence awakens the power within my soul, and I leave doubt and fear behind. I'm patient, I'm determined, I shall not be swayed from my purpose. Procrastination and hesitation are no longer part of my way. I embrace your gifts for the greatest good with your certainty. I find my own conviction renewed. It's not a question of if, but a question of when. My spiritual attainment is inevitable, so be it. I don't really have much to add to this. It's all about everything I was feeling coming into your power, coming into this knowing, this deep-seated like confidence and power, and I almost want to say not needing anybody else. So if you're attracting somebody, it's because it's only love. It's only beneficial to your soul. It's only partnership. It's equal balance. So to me, when I'm reading this, I feel like, we are supposed to be seen. We are supposed to kind of go after what we believe is unattainable. We're supposed to go after our goals, this kind of new long cycle. So I hope this is some encouragement for you to set goals for the next zodiac year, the next cycle around the sun. I feel like you guys are going to be shocked when you come back this time next year and see what's happened, what's transpired. So, anyways, if you guys want a personal reading, again, I will leave the link below and how to contact me and what kind of information I need for readings. Otherwise, I really appreciate all your comments, your likes, subscribes, and shares. And thank you for your patience this month. It's always a pleasure reading for you guys. All right. Bye, Taurus.